all of this stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And like that, we're live. Look at these people. This is your last warning, Bill.
Last chance to get away.
This is it.
Before I'm famed.
This is after today. You're going to be put on the map. Up and there she is. There she is. Our chef in chief. Yeah.
Now, if she could
Chef
just
is in
figure out how to make this look better.
You just take away one letter.
Oh, you look great.
Who does?
You all do.
Oh.
All right. So while we do
I'm going to check on the stream health here.
Yeah.
You can probably hear all of my chewing game.
Yeah, it's nice though. I like it. And you're way far away too. Like I'm talking right here.
I pushed it away.
This is a one-stop
I
shop
can turn Bill
for the
down
stream.
some also, since he was loud over there. He was talking very quietly and sultry in the beginning, so I turned it up. Now he's chewing. From like 5 feet away, and we can still hear him.
Oh, look at that. I see our live stream. Let's hear it.
Live stream.
This is actually great. Man, Bill, you saved our life here. I'm going to share this.
Yeah, Bill.
Avengers Hockey at 8:58 said, put her in the show. Put her in the show, says Avengers Hockey. Cameron, you are
there you go.
You are famous.
Famous.
Hello, everybody who's joining us. And so far, it seems like that's Avengers Hockey, but we're gonna shove this out to the masses right now. Hey, tell your wife to start streaming this on every device at home, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Tell your wife too.
All of your kids.
Eric Johnson just sent me a message, so I'm going to send a message to our friends over at the Supreme Taco.
Yes.
And tell them to get their butts on here.
Supreme Taco. They made fun of us again. They called us Milk Lemonade BanthaMilk again.
Milk Lemonade.
Yeah. I'm glad Bill got the joke also. I thought it was a funny joke. It just made me cry.
I had like an egg sandwich all day, and then I got home around 4, and I was like, "Oh, what am I gonna do? Have a snack?" No,
No.
It's dinner time-ish. So we made like a HelloFresh of like pork tacos.
There you go.
I'm going to post us on Geek Squad right now. I'm going to post us on our Sacred Jedi texts.
Wait, Geek Squad.
Not
That's
Geek
like the Best
Squad.
Buy guy.
Yeah.
Not that.
Different.
Oh.
I think Nick is 1. I gotta turn it down a little bit. Nick keeps peeking.
That sucks.
I also just called my friends really bad words in hopes that they will jump on here as well.
I don't know how to use that.
You don't know how to send it? Okay, I'll send it to you.
The YouTube buttons are being weird. I don't know.
Listen, YouTube is hard to figure out for someone with advanced degrees in technology. I get it.
So it's just a mess.
Have the youth help you, Bill.
Yeah. The 12-year-old will show you what to do.
13.
Oh, 13-year-old, yes.
Almost 14.
Almost 14. Well, not in my eyes. In my eyes, you're still just my 6-year-old little baby. Yeah.
All right. So, Bill, that's an awesome hoodie, says Tom. Tom is there for you.
Tom is there for you.
So, as I'm blasting this out to our throngs here, do we want to get started with the show?
Let's get started with the show.
What show?
I'm going to start recording.
Aren't we just...
Oh, wait, it goes all the way up.
Yeah. It's on.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I want you to play the entire game. You got to see the angle we have here.
And does it zips all the way closed, right? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go.
Ready?
We have...
Yeah.
Oh, we have Darth Vader in the
You
house.
look like an odd mixture of Darth Vader and is it Abe from Hellboy?
Oh, I was thinking like almost E.T.-ish.
I was thinking,
yeah.
You know,
like
from
Alien-ish.
Pulp Fiction, the Gimp?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Big Darth Vader Gimp.
Yeah,
Well, it's a good thing
it was a kid show.
It's a good thing we haven't started the actual podcast yet, so that's good.
Oh, boy.
All right.
In fact, specifically on YouTube, when I start this stream, I specifically say, no, this is not for kids.
All right. Are we ready?
No, you're
It's
not.
not
You're
for
almost
you.
14. You're a teenager.
Yeah, you're not a kid. You're 14.
not a kid.
Oh, yeah. Literally. The
You're a...
Yeah. All right. I'm going to start the intro music. So... Music.
Oh, wait, that's not it.
What? He's no good to me, Dad.
Intro music.
My bounty.
Intro music.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
Yes, it is.
Bill is over there going, I think are we done now? Is this over?
Bill and Pagan, our two guests this week.
Yes, indeed. Welcome
Don't have
all.
headphones.
Yeah, we've made it to yet another episode of Banter. Wait, that's not the name anymore.
No,
is
it's
it?
just plain old
BanthaMilk
BanthaMilk.
podcast. To you diehards who have been here since day one, you know we have several
Yes.
different names. We're like Mouse Rat. We are the Mouse Rat of podcasts.
We are, because our friends over at Taco Supreme couldn't say all 3 words, so we had to
No.
shorten it for them.
We've got friends we got to dumb things down
We
for. That's
do,
okay.
yeah.
They give us sour cream. We give them love. But we
Yes,
are
we
joined
do.
by 2 very beautiful people today. We have my beautiful wife, Pagan, here. Hi, Pagan. She's been on the show before. And we also have Rob's daughter, Cameron. Wait, sorry. Bill's here too. Cameron is there. Hey, Cameron.
Cameron is here as well. Yes,
but
she is.
but our buddy Bill, and Bill, you've been on the show at least once, right? You did our Minecraft BanthaMilk plays,
yeah.
right?
I've been on virtually.
Yes, right. This is and right, that's right. We haven't really been in a round table like this in a minute.
No, it's been a while since we've been able to have guests over.
Yeah, and if you were lucky enough to catch the live stream pre-show, you caught the full effect of Bill's Darth Vader outfit. So
Yes.
you'll have to check that'll be in the Superfan episodes
Mhm.
when they're released on Peacock. I've been watching those Superfan episodes, by the way. They are awesome.
So good.
Season 3 especially adds an awful lot of depth.
You're talking about The Office, right? You kind of skipped that part.
Yeah, super fan episodes of
The Office.
The Office.
Come on,
There we
folks.
go.
I just kind of figured you knew that. Anyway, the whole point here, we are going to have a good time. We have some plans for you. I'm going to pour myself a drink.
You
Looks
pour
like we
yourself
all
a
have
drink?
some BanthaMilk going on
Yeah, we have.
here. I'm just going to have some of this here bullet rye that my wife bought me yesterday. Thanks, Pagan.
That was nice
You're
of her.
welcome.
And you're drinking it out of a very
tall
fancy
glass.
tall glass.
Yeah, that's
of-
right. Is this Ron Burgundy?
It is Ron Burgundy. Stay
Okay.
classy, San
There it is.
Diego.
That's right.
I, Bill, and Pagan are drinking a Victory Prima Pils German style Pilsner beer. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, that's not quite as good as the can.
No, yeah, the
snap,
can
right?
snap is even better.
Anyway.
Cheers, everybody.
Shabbat and all. Cameron is the real star, says Avengers. You know,
Yes.
Avengers hockey is really
He's
not
crushing
on our
on
time.
camera. Yeah.
Oh, Meredith Sisson followed over here. No problem. Meredith. Hi, Meredith. How you doing? Oh, it's so good to see you in the chat. So why are we here today, Rob?
Well, since Cameron's here, she is here for a very special reason. There she
Right.
is. Because Cameron played Chef Cameron this afternoon for us. And what? You do that a lot, yes. And she made us some very special treats. Pagan is holding one up in front of the camera.
Be careful
right
with
now.
that, Pagan.
She's holding up her Sith lightsaber. Cameron made some chocolate covered lightsabers for us, which are pretty awesome.
That's
Chocolate covered
nice.
pretzels. Yes. Oh, look at that.
Pagan's really getting into it here.
Pagan's acting. She's doing a good job. She burnt her mouth on the lightsaber as she broke it. Yes.
My
So
goodness
Cameron made a whole
gracious.
bunch of red ones and some green ones for us. So there's the Sith versus the Jedi in pretzel rods. So thank you very much, Cameron, for that. That was
Delicious.
awesome.
Killing
They're
it.
delicious.
Killing the game.
They're awesome. All right, so that's that. So that's why Cameron is here. So she wants to hang out with us and watch us enjoy the pretzel rods. Why are we here, Nick? Why are we here? We're here because it's time for another one of our podcasts. We've been
We've been slacking a little
we've been
bit. You know, it's
slacking a
not
little
as
bit.
though Rob and I have just been kind of laying down on the floor waiting for death. We've been a little busy. But we are happy to get things back in here because there's a lot of Star Wars stuff that's coming down the pike here. So we thought we would talk a little bit about those Star Wars things, a little bit about the podcast's plans over the next couple months, and then we're gonna play some Sabacc. We're gonna
Yes.
play a game or two of Sabacc because if there's one thing I like doing, it's winning against Bill, especially. It never happens. So, thank you. I want a Sith one because I'm evil.
I'm the good guy.
I really doubt that.
Mhm.
Thank you.
In one of the, I think Sabacc is probably going to be one of the most difficult card games we've ever played.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to play Egyptian Rat Screw when I was a kid. You ever
Okay.
play Egyptian Rat
Yeah,
Screw?
I loved Egyptian Rat Screw.
Yeah, that was good. Did you ever play Egyptian Rat
I
Screw?
did not.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of
That
slapping.
was the slap
Oh.
game.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
okay.
when we were in high school, it was a big thing. That was,
That
that was
and-
probably when you were.
Yeah, I was
I
like
don't know,
30
30
when
or
you were in high school. Yeah. Yeah.
I played a lot of BS too. I can't say.
Oh yeah, BS is a lot of fun. I
Oh,
played that.
BS!
Yeah.
I forgot about BS.
Yeah.
Wow, it's all
Um,
coming back to me.
But
now.
I think Sabacc is very difficult because there's like 37 different winning hands.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like blackjack. If you combine blackjack and poker together, that's where you
That's
you.
just black guy.
What's that?
This man just blackjack.
Isn't it just- Well, so like, it has blackjack esque where you're counting cards like blackjack to 21, but this you're trying to count to 0. So because there's positive cards and there's negative cards.
Okay.
But then it's like blackjack, or it's like poker in the way that you have straights and flushes and full houses, and
So two
four of a
people can
kind.
have 0, but the person who has the better 0
Yeah.
would win that
Yeah.
hand.
So
there's
there's
a lot more ways to get to 0.
Right.
Yeah, there's like 32 winning ways to get to 0. So that's why it becomes extremely difficult. So we're gonna get into that.
Was that?
Just read that.
Oh, you sure can. Bill, by the time we start to play, Bill will have this whole thing memorized.
Oh, that's
And
not
he will
fair.
beat
He's
us
getting cheap.
all.
Yeah.
Personal failing.
Anyway, so we are going to
Anyway.
play some Sabacc coming down the pike here, but there's a couple things we got to put before that. We're putting
Yes.
the cart before the horse here.
So
Pure
before we
Sabacc,
do
that's right.
that, Nick is going to tell us about how you can get in touch with us here on BanthaMilk Podcast. You can check us out on all the following social media that he's about to tell us about.
Hey, if you're interested in more Star Wars info, want to chat, or even want to send us some Star Wars drink recipes, please be sure to check us out on all of our social media platforms. You can catch us on Instagram and Facebook at BanthaMilk Podcast, Twitter at BanthaMilk. You can email us at banthamilkpodcast@gmail.com, or even check out our website, banthamilkpodcast.com.
And don't forget to check out our sister podcast over at the Earz-up Network. Our friends over at Earz-up help us a whole lot, so give them and their many shows a listen. Their shows include Earz-up, Earz-up in Depth, The Supreme Resort, and Scraping the Vault. Also be sure to check out their Patreon at patreon.com/ears with a Z up. For as little as $2 a month, you can help support our show. Any donations sent their way directly help us here at BanthaMilk Podcast and comes with great perks. So please check them out today.
Okay, Pagan, we can talk now.
All
You
right.
good? Pagan had a very hard time making it through that. I could see she was just dancing.
She didn't know when the talking could start.
I mean,
and
how many social medias are you on? That's
We're
quite
on a couple.
long-winded.
We're on a couple.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a reason it's pre-recorded because it got even more long-winded.
Yeah.
All right. So we had to rein ourselves in.
Are you going to be sponsored by a meal delivery service like every other podcast at some point?
And
I hope so.
Squarespace.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, and what's the sock one? Bombas.
Yes, yes.
I don't listen to the podcasts. So.
What's the monkey one?
What?
What's the monkey one? The MailChimp.
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 Oh,
The mail
stamps.
monkey.
Stamps.com. That's another one.
Yeah.
So we're giving all of these people
So
free
here you go.
advertisement right
Free
now,
advertisement right there.
and
Thanks
they're
for
not even
taking
sponsoring
One
us.
of you.
One of you needs to
At
sponsor
this
us.
point, yeah. So please
Um,
go ahead and write your local congressperson about getting us sponsored.
Yes.
In the meantime, we-
Talking about before we do that, talking about all of our social medias. I've been posting a lot on our BanthaMilk Facebook page and on our Twitter page, and also then to our Instagram as
you
well.
like how he said I've been posting.
I've been.
He's
Nick
really
has not.
he really lent into
lent
that.
into
Like
that.
I have been doing this stuff, Nick.
Well, that's because
It's true.
all the
It's
spelling
true.
errors and mistakes are all from me.
You've
So
been
I'm
getting
thinking-
way better at it though. When we started the podcast, I'd have to like text Rob and be like, "What is this word you're going for?" Everything makes
one
sense.
of our best tweets was the one that I spelled everything wrong in, and then everybody was it was something about
It was about the march, right, or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And a parade.
A
That's what
parade.
it was, and
Yeah.
it was your wife.
Yeah,
I
but it
think that
wasn't
made
it
it
wasn't the
happen.
word parade. It was supposed to be something else, but
yeah.
I don't-
Parody.
parody. Yeah,
That's
I
right.
tried to write parody and I wrote parade, and then so first my wife chimes in. and
Rob,
goes,
don't worry, he teaches technology.
Yeah. So she chimes in first with, I'd like the Disney parade. And then you threw out the Macy's Day parade or something. And then I'm like, well, how do you spell the word I'm trying to say? And then you had to tell me what it was.
That's
But-
true. Anyway,
Anyway,
we do have some news. There is
Yep.
a lot of news coming up, but Rob is giving me the hold on finger because
Yes.
we don't plan. So go on, Rob.
I posted, not Nick,
This guy over here.
last week posted a thing about Boba Fett has a twin brother.
Bill just said, "Got it." So here we
Bill
go.
knows all the
My
winning
turn.
hands. That Boba Fett has a twin brother in the Imperial Army
Right, that's right.
because it was Jeremy. What's Jeremy's name?
Megan knows. Jeremy Bullock, right?
Jeremy
Yes.
Bullock. Jeremy Bullock was actually in Empire Strikes Back right after Boba Fett was on Cloud City. He was one of the Imperial officers that was pulling Princess Leia away into capture. So that was the same guy. So I tweeted out 2 weeks ago this statement. What did I see today from our good friend Boba Fett, A New Hope?
Oh,
he
that's
tweeted
right.
the same thing, and I was like, dude, I did that a week ago, and now he's like, he gets 5,000 likes on it.
He should have regrammed us.
He
right?
should
At
have.
least
That's
given
what he
us some
should have
credit.
done. Given us
Yeah.
some credit
So
for it.
if you're a fan of the show, you might have heard that we had a nice little interview with our buddy. He's on Instagram as @Boba Fett ANHSE.
Right, a New
Right.
Hope special
That's
edition.
Mark Anthony
Mark
Austin,
Austin
right?
Anthony, yeah.
So he played Boba Fett in the special edition re-release in '96, but he was also an animator for Star Wars and for many things.
Pixar,
Do you
or for not
recall
for
our
Pixar, for-
conversation?
Yes. I mentioned that we were having the original Boba Fett on, and Pagan said that's not the original Boba Fett. I get it.
I said, well, that's interesting because Jeremy Bullock is dead.
Is dead.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to have a dead guy on.
Listen, we're gonna have a séance here, and we're gonna speak to the
Yeah.
ghost of Boba's past.
Well, we've had John Favreau on the show numerous
Several times,
so
and he's
might
dead,
as
right?
well have.
He's not.
He's
I'm
not
not
dead.
dead yet.
Famously.
And he has.
He's famously alive, says Bill.
All right. So, do you want to do a little bit of Star Wars news?
Yeah,
Iron?
let's chat news because we want to play some games. Bill's
Just a
already
little
planning
bit.
all the mathematical ways that he can beat us.
Yes.
I mean, it's a weird game.
Bill, you can move that a little closer to your face. We want to hear your beautiful voice. And there was that Star Wars news jingle.
There was our
Thanks
Star
again
Wars
to our
news
buddy
jingle.
Brian.
Yeah.
So, Rob, I don't know what news you have because, like I said, we don't plan these things before we go into them. I will just lead this off with, I think, some of the biggest Star Wars news of the week, which is that tomorrow we are getting a trailer. Did you hear this?
Tomorrow for Disney
For
Plus Day.
Obi-Wan. Yes, we are getting for Disney
We don't
Plus
have
Day.
room for a trailer at our house, Nick.
Well, too bad because
be a small trailer.
Make use of it. See, it's wordplay. She's brought into that. You like that, Bill? Bill didn't like that one. Anyway, we're getting our Obi-Wan trailer, our first official look at Obi-Wan tomorrow, which is a pretty anticipated debut. So I'm pretty excited about that. So watch for that tomorrow, November 12th, 2021. That's the news I got. What do you
That
got?
is also Disney Plus Day.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe Cameron knows. She's way into the loop on all things hip and cool. Is Disney Plus Day? Does that make Disney Plus free for everybody for that one day? Do you know, or is it just?
I know it's like the 1 year release of it, but I don't think it makes it free. I know for a fact that if you were to sign up either on that day or the day after that, you get a box sent to you.
What?
A box.
I've been a
Can we like
year
cancel
long.
and
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
For
want a
real, I want a
box.
box.
We're a bunch of chumps been paying for it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
on the first day that it was released on tomorrow 1 year ago.
Oh, so if you were one of the first on that day, I see. I feel like we were like
I
that.
paid.
Right.
Yeah, I paid before it even came out.
Maybe
I
we'll get a
signed up
box in
for
the
a whole
mail.
year. Yeah.
Let's see what
Possibly
happens.
we'll see.
So maybe the Disney fairy will come by and leave a giant box of goodies under all your pillows.
Yeah.
And then
that
we're
would
gonna
be
call up
amazing.
Rob and say, "What's in the box?"
What's in the
That's right.
box?
Keep the
What's
box
in the
with
box?
Spoiler alert. It's
Uh,
a severed
I didn't even see the movie yet.
Oh,
Enough
I said
kids.
spoiler
It's
alert.
Jango Fett.
It's
Jango Fett's head.
Oh, did you see there was a great image going around of that shot of Boba holding Jango's helmet at the end of episode 2, and then just Jango's head dropping
Drops out of it. Yeah.
I always thought that when I saw that
Yeah.
was a kid. Like
What's holding that in?
What's holding
nothing.
it in? Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
maybe he has a chin guard. You don't know.
That's
That's
fair.
true.
I mean, you
Could
would
be.
think it would.
They really don't show you that part.
No. I
You
got a
just
question
fly
for you
around.
though. Do you guys know what the internal temperature of a tauntaun is?
It's lukewarm, Rob. It's lukewarm, Rob.
That's pretty good. That's a forgivable pun.
It's a great one.
It is a
but,
great one.
But come on, man. That's like
okay,
hour
fine.
1 Star Wars.
You want to read
jokes.
this one? Why did episodes 4, 5, and 6 come before 1, 2, and 3?
Why?
Because in
Charge of direction, Yoda was.
charge of direction, Yoda was.
Oh, I see. Wow, you really needed some help to get
I
that
did,
answer
yeah.
out, though.
I did. It was a team effort here. She's
You got to help
she's
me
my
out.
Siskel to the Eberts. She's
Are-
my Abbott to my Costello.
Is there any other Star Wars news?
Okay. Yes, there's a couple more Star Wars news. There it is. Mark Hamill. You heard this guy?
Never once in my life.
No. You should look into him. He's
Is that
pretty
the guy who
famous.
played
guy.
the Joker?
Joker,
He was
yeah.
a
right.
Joker, yeah, in the
okay.
cartoons, yeah.
Okay, got you.
He's mad at another guy.
Oh, that was Jared Leto. Everyone recoils.
And it's funny because I really like his band.
Yeah.
The 30 Seconds to
30
Mars.
Seconds to Mars. Yeah. I'm into it. I dig it. He's met some other guy named Aaron Rodgers.
Oh boy.
Because Aaron Rodgers was wearing a Star Wars sweatshirt when he was talking about how he thought he was COVID safe.
Wait, was he wearing a Star Wars hoodie?
Yeah, that's.
I didn't even realize.
For wearing
that.
a Star Wars sweatshirt. Yeah.
See, I think it's beautiful that people from all walks of crazy, we're Star Wars fans.
Star Wars
it brings
fans.
us all together.
That's right.
That's what it does.
The sane and the
Let's
crazy
think about
amongst
it that
us.
way, my friends. It brings us all together.
It brings us all together. We're
Bill's
all
over here
friends.
going, I don't need
I'm
those kinds
imagining
of
pushing
fans.
him into a lava field.
No.
Bill has the high ground in this area.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
Listen, man, I want to see you programming some sort of program that just makes you chop people's legs off and throws them into lava.
program
Digitally, of course.
Program a program, Bill.
Program a program. I have one other Star Wars news, and this is going to relate very well to half of the topics that we're going to be talking about today.
Ready for it.
Which is books. So Nick wants to start another sub-chapter of our podcast called BanthaMilk Reads.
Yes. So today you are joining us for Chapter 2 of BanthaMilk Plays, right? You may recall a couple of weeks ago we played a little bit of Minecraft. We've got some more sort of thoughts in our mind for things we're going to play, but we are starting a new, you can call it a book club even. Can you call it a book club, Pagan?
Sure.
Let's call it a book club. Pagan's smarter than I am.
Would imply
So
we're
we're
all like reading together. No.
Well, we're kind of all right. So the whole
Nick
point.
wants us all to read together.
The
Go
whole
ahead.
point here is we're going to be reading some books, right? And I'm starting with this bad boy right here, right? This is Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston. My wife got it for me in the airport, and I've been reading it, and it's a great book. So the way we're going to kind of handle this is I'm going to read a book. Rob will have his own strain of BanthaMilk Reads, and we're going to go chapter by chapter. And I'll let you know when the chapter's dropping, and you can go ahead and say, all right. So, for example, I'm going to read the preface, the prologue, and chapter 1 of Ahsoka this weekend, and we're going to be talking about it, discussing it. I'm going to have a glass of Bantha milk and just kind of read through the chapter with you, not word for word, but sort of break it down, chat about it, and maybe once a week we can go a different chapter, and I would love to hear your thoughts, your interesting mental goings on about the book, because I got to tell you, I'm not much of a reader. Right? My wife will tell you, I don't read an awful lot. I listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yes.
Right. I want to read more.
Drive your motorcycle.
Yes, indeed. On Red 5. That is absolutely right.
On Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Yeah, sorry, Brian. Or was that Brian? That was someone else.
No, Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah.
But anyway, the first book I'm going to start with is Ahsoka. So if you want to read along with us for BanthaMilk Reads, we're going to start with the preface in chapter 1 coming out this weekend. Read that. Take a listen to my inane thoughts about it. And it'll be a good time. What are you thinking, Rob? What are you going to start with?
So 2 things. One, I just got an email about some new thrilling Star Wars fiction that's coming out soon.
I like fiction.
One is Ronin, a Visions novel.
Okay.
So I think Ronin was probably my favorite of the Star Wars Visions
For sure.
anime series. And they have a whole book coming out.
Did you finish the Visions?
No, I just watched the first 3.
Honestly, and I don't blame anyone because some of them were great, and some of them like that. Again, Tatooine Rhapsody episode 2 was like, yeah, probably.
Is that the one with the droid?
No,
Droid
that
Jedi?
was that was a different one.
I watched that one and I was like, I'm good.
The Ronin was rad. Though.
Yeah,
that was
the
really great.
Tatooine Rhapsody one was where they were the band.
Yeah,
and
you
the
might not
one
have seen
guy
that one.
It was like the second one, and the guy, the drummer was like, he owed Jabba, or somebody owed Jabba like a lot of money, so they were gonna they captured him and they were gonna kill him or whatever, and they go, just give us one more show, and so they played one more show. Everybody was like really excited and all that stuff. So,
very anime-y.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Very like little kid anime.
Saturday morning.
Yes,
Saturday
for
morning
sure.
Anime, yeah.
Like the lyrics of the song were all extraordinarily upbeat and uplifting
poppy
and didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But then
The world is the sky of its own, that sort of stuff.
And then he leaves and gets killed by Jabba.
I think they wound up executing himself, didn't they?
I don't remember. I don't. Well, you're gonna have to watch it to find out. I'm gonna
Spoiler
ruin the
alert.
very end of it.
It was a head, a severed head in the box.
What's in the box? So the Ronin the Visions novel, a mysterious former Sith wanders the galaxy in a natural bestseller by Emma Miku Cardon. can
You got
done.
it.
We
Go
all know
ahead.
how I can't read words.
That's true.
Inspired by the World of the Duel from the Star Wars Visions animated anthology. So that one. And then Star Wars The High Republic, The Fallen Star by Claudia Gray, which happens to be the same author of the book that I just read. So I really like the way she wrote. So it should be an interesting book. We might have to get that one as our second book in BanthaMilk Reads. In a best-selling author, Claudia Gray's gripping sequel to The Rising Storm, The Light of the Jedi Face Its Darkest Hour. So that's just something else in the news. Do either of you guys hear any good Star Wars newses other than, I mean, when are we going to talk about the lineup that's coming out? You know, the Book of Boba.
Yeah, I mean, so we've been going, mostly 2 episodes a month, when we were really keeping it on track. But we've got a lot coming at us, so it's gonna be a little bit more of a marathon for us the next coming months, because usually we kick into high gear during the Mandalorian. But even before the Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett comes out, right?
Book of Boba Fett comes out
we've
first,
got,
yes.
and we've just kind of got a back-to-back Star Wars new series coming out. We've got Book of Boba Fett, we've got Mandalorian season 3, the Obi-Wan series coming out, the Ahsoka series is coming out, and I think, Rob, you said they were kind of coming out back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
Almost with like maybe a little break between each.
So let's see. There's only like 5 million websites that are using this as a whole news article saying what it is. So Book of Boba comes out December 29th. A Droid Story, released to be determined. Star Wars Acolyte. Oh, this is an old one.
A droid story.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that my least favorite parts of Clone Wars were when they were droid stories.
My mind just went to Alpha. Ay, 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 ay.
I want to see an Alpha crossover, right? I'm sure Alpha was made in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
A droid story. Ay, 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 ay.
What was the big head's name in Power Rangers?
Zordon.
Zordon.
Yeah.
Zordon had to be a Jedi, right?
I don't know.
He laid amongst Kyber Crystal.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there was the Sith that was Ivan Ooze. He was a Sith Lord.
Is it Ivan Ooze? I thought
That
it
was
Rita.
Well, there was Rita Repulsa, but like, do you remember the movie, the Power Rangers movie,
Yeah.
with the big purple ooze guy? His name was Ivan Ooze.
Rita was in the newer Power Rangers movie.
Really?
Such weird practical effects in those shows. and
Yeah,
movies.
I loved them.
Right?
I loved those movies. Is Power Rangers still going?
I don't think so.
It was my childhood. Anyway, we're not a Power Rangers podcast, pagan. Gosh. Anyway, so we talked about our books. We're doing our BanthaMilk Reads. We've got a bunch of new stuff coming out as far as the Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett trailer dropped, and it looks awesome. Right, so be ready for maybe just like a full breakdown of that trailer coming soon to you from BanthaMilk, right? Because we've got a lot to say about the Easter eggs that happened with
so there was a whole I can't believe there's like 7,000 Instagram posts last week about what the order is of every upcoming Star Wars show, and I can't find one right now looking through it to try and find Book of Boba Fett December 29th, Andor 2022.
Oh, I forgot about Andor.
Yeah.
That one's actually going to be really rad, because Bill was talking earlier, and so we've talked about our books. Bill actually brought his own book. I do really want to chat about, but Bill and Pagan and I actually for a long time have been talking about doing a D&D campaign in the style of Star Wars. Bill has been kind of chomping at the bit to figure out a way to DM a Star Wars D&D. And we were just talking about the fact that like having a Jedi playable character in that kind of cheapens things, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Well, that's the same thing that happened with Star Wars Galaxies.
right.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
Star Wars
and the
Galaxy
game.
started out with no Jedi whatsoever. Everybody loved it. Then they introduced a way to get Jedi. Everybody stopped doing what they were doing and just focused solely on trying to get Jedi. So then suddenly, in a time when we only knew of a half dozen at the most Jedi,
Right.
there's suddenly
Thousands of
thousands of
Jedis
Jedi
running
running
around.
around.
was still good because there was permadeath too, though. Like,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
really
was it?
hard, and there was permadeath once
Yeah.
you made a Jedi.
So-
Oh, so
I
only the
think
Jedi was permadeath?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it was really cool because
That's bad.
they
I've
changed
played
that.
Yeah.
I've played that game enough to know that permadeath, that's tough.
Yeah, one
I-
latent connection away from.
yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, can you imagine like your
It's
Wi-Fi just goes out.
2002 and you're like
Yeah.
on your dial-up modem and all of a sudden someone calls
yeah, someone
you
calls in and shuts
and
it
you're
down.
no longer a Jedi.
Yeah. I remember the first time because I was playing it way back then, and I remember the first time somebody who was a Jedi, I was like talking to him in the one city, and he goes, I want to show you something. And I'm like, okay, this guy's going to take me out to the wild and kill me. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm like, sure. You only live once.
Right.
In this game, you keep living.
Slice me in half.
Slice me. So we go out, and he pulls out his lightsaber. I was like, no way, you're a Jedi. He's like, yeah. He goes, but I wanted you to see it out here, because if I would have opened it up in the city, then the bounty hunters, you show up on a bounty hunter terminal, and then bounty hunters hunt you down and kill you. So
Best game ever.
Yeah.
Best game out.
Did they? But you said Sunrunner's kind of dead now, right?
So, but is
it coming back?
It's coming back now. Yeah. So, past couple months, the guy who was writing all the extra code for it and stuff, he got burnt out. All the people that were playing it, they got burned out. I mean, we were playing it for 2 straight years.
Yeah.
It's cyclical.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
Bill, you were into it for a long. You were like,
they would let me automate
setting up
part of it,
harvesters.
honestly, because that's the part I love. Yeah, setting up
The
But they
automation,
need
yeah.
to make that a little more accessible, or else it's a job,
yeah,
Yeah.
because then you have to like travel out to the place. Yeah.
which is fun. But
Yeah.
I don't want to have to spend an hour right clicking to transport inventory.
Right.
And that's the whole thing with it
Yeah.
being that older game. It doesn't have a lot of that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
quality of
No,
life
no
stuff.
like select all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah. You can't like highlight everything
Yeah.
in your inventory and move it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Didn't you request the source code for that at some point to try and like hop in and
yeah,
help?
you can. There's development kits and stuff you can, and he wasn't going to give me his source code until he knew I was going to contribute. So I just used one of the open. There's an image you can get and just flash.
yeah,
on.
the EMU
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like the main one, and
if
then
you know how to
everybody
set
has
up a
built.
VM, you can just load it. And
Yeah.
actually, it's pretty cool. So that's I'm still I would
know
still
some
love
of
to do
these
that for a
works.
let's play. I think I'll be able to get that running.
Yeah,
But,
right.
yeah.
Rock on, man. And
It's
yeah, he
fun,
was
man.
talking about doing some of that for like BanthaMilk Plays because you can just kind
Yeah,
of
we
set
can
up
just- We go to anywhere.
virtual worlds
Yep.
and stuff. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
anything
rad.
that was in the original game, we'd be able to fly to, which is cool because they have like the what's the Mandalore hideout that you can go to. The Mandalorians or not?
Well, he's building his own Mandalorian planet in our server.
yeah.
Mandalore itself.
The
But
Mandalorian
the original
itself,
game
yeah.
had the one base you had to go in if you wanted to build the Mandalorian armor.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Death Watch.
Death-
the Death
yeah.
Watch bunker.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you go
that's
down
pretty
to
rad
Death
that they
Watch
actually
bunker,
had Death
yeah.
Watch back then too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was crazy. Like we did it one night. This one guy was like, he's like, I need a bunch of people to come with me to do it, and it was like super hard to do it. Like you had to go down to this
Like
one
super
room.
battle droids.
Yeah,
and
all
stuff,
this you kill these super battle droids down here. Then you go to this other room. Then you go back over here. We like Tom and I play for a long time. We normally play like when we're really hardcore into it, like 11, 11:30, whatever. This one night, thank God it was like a Friday or a Saturday night. We were there till 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "We're almost done." We were like, "No, we're out."
Yep.
Like it's 2:00 in the morning.
I remember
And they'll get,
specifically.
like, a boot.
Well, I remember when Bill and I were playing a lot with you, we would be pretty damn excited, and then all of a sudden we get where we were going, and like something would happen, and like we get attacked by some random mob, and we die, and then
You
it's
gotta
like,
go back at your Dr.
Yeah, you got to
Boss.
start.
yeah, we got to go
over
all the
again.
way back to Nerdopolis and like watch the dancers,
Yeah.
and listen to the music. You know what I mean? So it just became
So-
it did become
Yeah.
kind of
And
a chore.
What's funny about like now is there's all these different servers. They all have it all set up differently. One of the other servers has it set up the exact opposite of the original way. The original way, the way that we have it on Star Wars Galaxies is like if you're like a master fighter, like a master TKM, your health and everything is super low. Like you need the doctor buffs and you
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
the dancer buffs and all that stuff if
Yeah,
you
Doctor
want to
buffs.
actually fight anybody big. But other servers
Pagan's
have
not much of a gamer, so she's helping us in any way she can.
other servers have it reversed, where like you start off with 5,000 ham as opposed to just 1,000 ham,
That's a lot
and then
of
when
ham.
it's a lot of ham. It's a big ham. That's many pigs.
It's a lot of cholesterol.
Yeah,
man.
you can't eat it all at once.
Yeah, no.
So then you would get a doctor
Seems a
buff. You would
little
only get like an extra
anti-Semitic.
1,000. So
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you said, is coming out in 2022. The Mandalorian season 3 is coming out. Rogue Squadron is still apparently.
So there's a Rogue Squadron show coming out.
The next big screen Star Wars adventure will be Rogue Squadron.
Big screen. So does that mean it's going to be a
Helmeted
movie?
by Wonder
A
Woman director
film.
Patty Jenkins.
Oh,
Was,
she's the one who did Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Which
was-
Wonder Woman?
I think the first one.
That's why
was
she
sup-
said Wonder Woman
Okay.
director.
was supposed to
Patty-
was supposed to premiere on December 2023, but with Jenkins' busy schedule, Disney announced that it has put the film on the back burner, so that one's not coming out for a while. And then Ahsoka, And the Rangers of the New Republic, I think, is going to be different now if it comes out at all, because I'm pretty sure Cara Dune was supposed to be in that.
Yeah, but I hear every other day, I'll hear Cara Dune is back in Star Wars. Cara Dune is not in Star Wars. I don't know.
Whatever. And then Lando, to be determined.
Wow, I forgot there was going to be a Lando. There's a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
What they need to do is
Yeah,
literally,
The milking that cash cow, my friend.
I mean, but that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
What they need to do is a Star Wars what if, honestly. The exact same thing. Like,
Yeah.
what would have happened if Obi-Wan fell to the dark side instead of Anakin? Or what would have happened if...
Anyone else directed episode 8?
If George
Now,
Lucas hadn't done
that's the
prequels.
alternate universe I want to live in.
What if when they sat down and started writing 7, they said, okay, here's our big story arc, instead of just going,
Yeah.
And no
We'll
one
just
was like,
do 7.
just episode 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
What if Ryan Johnson's mother was a little more careful?
That ain't right. Knives Out was great.
That's true. Knives Out was pretty... Have you
Is
seen
it
Knives
Worth
Out?
it? No, I didn't.
Oh
It
my
was
god,
really
you would
good.
love it. It's on
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. You should watch it.
There's Daniel Craig
Was
doing
it
an
good?
American accent seems risky.
Oh, it was
It
hysterical.
works.
Yeah.
It
It
works.
works.
Yeah.
There we go. So, so let's end the news,
Yeah, so
and then we can talk about some books while we start to set up
Set
and
up our
try to
Sabacc,
play
right?
Sabacc. Yes.
yeah, there's sound effects. We don't give our guests headphones
No.
because we feel like they haven't earned it yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
They have to.
So
earn
they
their
just have to
headphones.
guess
You
when
know,
it's time to go
the
again.
last time I was here, I got headphones, just saying.
Yeah.
You guys have scaled back.
We have scaled back. Yeah, it's been a
That's
long
true.
time since we've had guests. So
That is also true.
the other
actually.
headphones have disappeared. Yeah.
While Rob is passing out the shekels and stuff, I do want to talk about this Star Wars role-playing game thing you've got here, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
What is this enormous book?
This is a player's manual. Yeah, no, it's the role-playing game.
Oh, look at you. You're even hamming to the camera. I like that.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is right
this
there.
One? This
Camera one,
Camera number 1,
two.
camera number 2, camera number... So that's basically the Star Wars D&D basically done for
I
you.
think it's a D20. There's a whole bunch of Star Wars like RPGs, but this is one of them. Edge of Empire. I think it's one of the simplest ones. It looks like it's not as dice heavy.
It's
not
it's
like-
only like 900 pages long, the rule book.
well, yeah, weird to say, but to be fair, Dungeons
To
and
be fair,
Dragons,
oh.
like the player has one, the DM has one.
That's true. You're right.
You have one for monsters.
That's true. I didn't even think about
you
that.
know.
So like, again, I've
This is
never
the whole
played a whole campaign like this. Would you literally have this book out on the desk as you play and you
Yeah, I
reference
mean, we
it as
would
you
all
go?
reference this, I think, and then like usually, I mean, we would buy a campaign because as much as I want to make our own, it would suck.
Mhm.
So,
So you'd have to buy a campaign.
Yeah, and that would be like a book into itself.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
And then we would play session by session because you guys, you kind of did. Was that a role?
We did a little
adventure? Did
D&D.
somebody like make that up?
Yeah.
Somebody made it.
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
And I will tell you, someone who is fun to play D&D with, Pagan.
Oh,
Pagan was a
A mage.
no,
I'm
she
just throwing
was
out words
I was
that
a
she
know.
was a
rogue.
gender
Fireball.
amorphous
She's
Yes.
a fireball.
rogue troll.
No, it was like
Troll rogue.
it was like a thief. I
That's a
wasn't a
rogue.
troll.
That's a rogue.
Yeah.
I wasn't a troll.
You were some sort of creature-ish
Half-orc.
thing.
I think I was some sort of hybrid something.
Just half-
Yeah.
I was a cyclops. Is
But
that
she-
one of 'em?
but she went by they for sure.
Sure.
Well, it started because I named myself Krampus,
Nice.
Perfect.
and so I assumed I was a guy, but they all kind of messed it up because I'm
Not a guy.
not a guy.
Right.
In
So they kept
IRL.
calling me
Right.
she, and it would tick me off. So I said, "That's it.
That's it. I am they.
I am
Hear
they."
me roar.
So I get it.
And then I kept trying to romance every dragon I came across.
Nice.
So we could have a really
And
good
I just
time.
wanted to stab
just all the
everything.
same.
Were you like Donkey from
But
Shrek?
romance dragons.
Yes,
Trying to
honestly.
romance a dragon?
Well,
Leading
I
people
was
into
I spoke
campaign.
dragonkin, so I would try and romance every dragon I came. It didn't
Nice.
come
It's
up.
like such a good, but like
didn't happen well.
random pages are just like the freaking.
That's great artwork too,
Tusken
man.
Yeah.
Raiders.
And Rob
Loving a girl.
Bill actually brought up a pretty cool point in here earlier. Is that
Oh,
they
so much lore.
they talk about the Boba Fett fire spray.
Fire spray, yes.
Which is, there was a lot of drama about that recently with them renaming the Slave One Fire Spray.
I'm surprised. They
Nope, they just named it Boba Fett ship.
Boba Fett's starship,
Boba
Yeah.
Fett starship.
right?
I mean, I think that's just what their cop out was for the Lego thing. I think they're
Yeah.
trying. There is a canon name. There's a new canon name.
Yeah,
I think it's the fire
so
spray,
it's,
isn't
it's
it?
only for
makes sense then.
Yeah.
toys and stuff.
But
For selling it, they're not going to use the word Slave One, but they're
Right.
going to keep the name Slave One in the shows and stuff and whatever.
But they did the same thing with the Razor Crest too, because like we were like told, oh, that's the Mandalorian's Razor Crest,
Might have
but
been
it's
the new one.
actually a Razor Crest
Shit.
class
Flash
ship. So I guess that's just kind of what they do. Is they.
It's like how I
Yeah,
name
I think
inanimate
they're like-
objects
'cause
just
that's how
what they
refer
are.
to them.
That's right. Pagan, when she's looking for her phone, goes phone,
Phone,
phone.
Yeah.
Phone.
Yeah.
Right?
And then-
Sometimes it works.
and
It
then it just
does.
shows up.
It
So Rob, how
does.
easy are those to shuffle?
Not very, because they're I haven't used them very often. I think
Oh.
Nick and I played 2 games together once.
We did, it was a good time.
T47. It's not a T16.
Which one? Oh, the Skyhopper.
The
so
the
that's a
air
Oh, this
seed,
thing here?
the
It's a
income,
dingle
right?
hopper.
It's right.
I guess so. Looks kind of like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, because it's supposed to be like
Wow,
that,
so does it-
yeah.
That's so it just has all sorts of
Yeah.
different
This
vehicles and
was-
stuff in it.
I bought this like early into the pandemic, I think. And
Oh,
It's
so this is
almost
a
like
pretty
a visual
recent-
dictionary.
Yeah, it almost is. Yeah, the
'cause
visual
'cause
dictionaries are
back when
great.
we were talking about it, I just had I have illegally purchased
Legally,
yeah,
sure.
PDFs
Sure.
of this book.
on legallypurchasedpdfs.com, a subsidiary of Amazon.
But now I own it.
Now you actually own the
Really,
real book of it.
really,
Yeah.
That's right.
But if you hadn't had those
I would've
legally
bought
purchased
this, yeah.
PDFs, it wouldn't have inspired
It's
you to
like
buy
all
the
of
actual
those-
book.
It's like all of those legally purchased video games I have of
Yeah.
every single
I
ROM that I
definitely
have.
every Pokemon game.
Or,
I own all of the physical
or
copies.
every song that I have from '96 through 2003. Yes, they were all
Oh,
legally
man.
purchased. While we're talking about books, a friend of
Demonetized.
mine, Dave, we'll just call him Dave S.
Hi,
He,
Dave.
uh,
S.
He gave me this book to read, and he left it on my desk, and I was still in the process of reading one of the other books over there. And then he came back in a couple weeks later, and he was like, "Oh, I see you read that book," and he was like kind of mad that I hadn't read it yet. And I said, "Oh no, I'm still finishing up the other book, so I'm going to start reading this one." So
Coming at it.
Lost Stars is the book then, and I just finished it. It's very good. I like it because it's about 2 people who we don't know in the galaxy.
Well, it's a High Republic story, right?
no,
No.
no.
Okay.
It takes place. It takes place anywhere right before episode 4, all the way through until 5, 6, and
It's
then a
a
little bit in the 7.
Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, right up until
I
until episode 7. So the 2 people, we meet them as children, and then they grow, and then as they get older, there are different points during all 3 movies, and in interacting with Darth Vader and things like that. So as we talk more during playing Sabacc, I have some questions for you guys, and some fun things in the book, and in a couple of books that I've read now, where it's like, okay, how many people have to add these things into the book, into their book to make
Right.
it like relevant or whatever. So I want to discuss that with us as we're playing Sabacc.
Well, it was John. It was John Jackson.
Do I not need to mute this mic?
I mean, we've been doing this the whole time. What changed?
Yeah, it started to sound a little weird.
So what'd you do?
See if it's working now because I just
I'm on it right now. So if it starts, it'll start.
When you see my hand go around in circles, I change the audio.
There we go.
Okay, we're back. And now I just lost. Okay.
Hey, it looks like we're back. It looks
We're
like
back.
the audio is back.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you to Andy Bone.
Thank you, Andy. Sorry about that. We're
and
back.
to Avengers Hockey for letting us know.
Okay, so
Good to see you there, Andy.
Yeah.
There we go.
okay, so back to the game. So everybody gets 2 cards. The dealer just put them out.
So I finally have those 2 cards.
You have 2 cards.
So tell us about
Okay,
the different
so-
types of cards.
Yes. So I'm gonna just pull out some random ones down here at the bottom for a second because we're not going to get in. No, you got to come back. You're the dealer. So all the cards have shapes. There's green cards, which are positive numbers, and then there are red cards, which are negative numbers.
Right.
Okay.
And we figured out the face cards last time, right?
Yes.
The face cards are kind of weird.
Yeah, because the number cards are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And then I think 6, right?
and 6. I
and then
think.
7 starts with the face cards, I think.
Yeah. So then we have the face cards 7, 8. I think we figured it out by those pictures over there.
We did. But that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. We should have been a little bit more prepared. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the number cards. 7 is the one that looks like an X. 8 is the star symbol because there's 8 sides to the star symbol.
Ah, I see.
9 is the queen looking one.
Okay. And 10 is this
And-
weird little lobster claw. Not that I would know. You don't know if it's positive or negative, man.
So this is 7.
Ah!
This is 7.
Okay,
That's
that's
7.
sides,
The
right?
star is the 7. And then I think the lobster claw
He's 10, right?
is 10. Actually, I think the queen is 10. And then the queen, this is 10. And then this lobster claw would be 9.
9. The lobster claw is 9.
I think so. I think that's how it goes.
I hope so.
I hope so. That's what we're going with.
That's what we're going with.
Okay. And then there are 2 0 cards as well, which I'm going to ruin this first game
Is that the
for
pure
us.
Sabacc? Is that what that is?
Yeah. So here's a 0 card. The black
No one
ones
has the 0 card.
are the 0 cards. So this is 1 0 card. So somebody might have another 0 card, but there are 2 0 cards. So the object of the game is to get to 0.
Great.
Okay.
Let's get to 0.
Let's
So
get
how
to
does
0.
the playing work?
Yeah. So gameplay. When it's your turn,
Pagan's
You
ready. She got
have
the dice.
you have 4 choices. You can
In the mic,
gain.
Pagan. In the mic.
You have 4 choices. You can gain, which is take the top card off the deck.
Ooh.
Okay. And then that card, then you add to your
Sure.
card. So
Or
you
subtract, depending on
Can, right.
what-
If it's red, you
Sure.
will subtract.
Can you discard?
Swap. You can take the top card.
Swap.
Yes, you were right there. You can take the top card from the deck and discard. Take the top card from the discard pile and place a card from your hand face up on the discard pile. So I guess we
So
have
you're
to
taking
add-
from the discard pile?
You're taking from the discard pile when you're swapping.
Interesting.
So like rummy.
Yes, like rummy.
I've never played Rummy.
So discard, take the top
you?
card from the draw
That's a good
pile.
game. Rummy.
Swap, take the card from the discard pile like rummy. You can stand, which means you do nothing.
You do nothing. Yeah, that makes
Stand
sense.
if you do not wish to take a card or discard at this time. You have to physically stand.
That's
though.
it.
Yeah. You can't sit back like Lando where you're just like, nope. You have to actually stand up. And
By the
then-
way, I should just, I don't interrupt. I shared this live stream with those chemical engineering friends of ours, Bill. And guess how many of them in our chat right now? None of them. They're terrible people. Anyway, let's keep going. I hope
and,
they watch this later.
and finally, 4th one, you can junk, which is not that type of junk, Bill. What are you talking about? Jeez, how
You're
dare
disgusting.
you? You're disgusting.
This is a kid's show.
This is a kid's show. You can, you can If you feel you cannot win with the cards in your hand, then you can place all your cards face up in the discard pile and exit the game. If only one player is left, they are instantly the game winner. You end your turn in the player after each player has taken their turns. That is the end of the round. The dealer rolls the Sabacc dice. So there are after each round. If the dealer rolls a double, all player cards are placed in the discard pile. The dealer then deals new cards to all players. Each player receives the same amount of cards that they discarded. If the dice are different, players keep their cards. After all 3 rounds are played and the Sabacc dice have been rolled the third and final time, if it's not doubles, all players show their hands by placing their cards face up in front of them. The player to the left of the dealer reveals their cards first, followed by the player to the left, and so on and so on. The player with the best hand wins. See winning hands below. So
Then
here are all the winning hands.
Here are all the winning
hands, and then I have it much bigger. So there's pure Sabacc, full Sabacc, fleet.
Don't be fooled by these rocks that Sabacc.
That's right.
Just saying.
Yeehaw. I think when Lando
Oh, look, TJ actually joined. Thanks, buddy. At least some of you aren't terrible people. Come
when
on.
when Lando lost the ship to or won the ship from Han Solo in Solo, he didn't have full Sabacc. He didn't have the best possible hand.
He had pure Sabacc.
Pure Sabacc is the best possible hand.
Okay.
I think he had full Sabacc. So he didn't. So Han could have had.
Well, why don't we play?
Let's play.
Let's play. I'm ready
Let's
to
see
play.
what happens. We have all the winning hands
what's
over
the
there.
betting part?
Oh, I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
chips.
So I 3D printed a whole bunch of chips
Okay,
here.
got
Yep.
chips
Or is
here.
that just like a
So that's like poker. Like after each round, like you can bet, raise, and whatever you want to do there.
All right,
Okay.
so we have to distribute the money now. I don't know what any of
Yeah.
it means though.
So
Honestly,
there are
I
3
thought-
different sizes. So it's like
So I'm gonna take all the bigger ones.
yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. So the bigger ones,
Shock.
you win there, and then Nick has all the.
So there's gold, big gold pieces. There's medium gold pieces.
Well, but the medium
Just
gold
look like
piece,
Andy's mints.
Triumph. See if there it says
I
tasty.
think that's what it is.
It's
Yeah,
spray
yeah.
painted in plastic. I'm sure it'll be just as
Ooh.
delicious.
So I'm gonna give a couple of these to each you. Here's 2
Okay.
of these for you.
All right, thank you.
Here's 2 of these for you.
Couple of these to
Here's
each
2 of these for you.
Kit Kats.
And I'll take 2 of them for me. And then I dropped some of my chippies.
Oh dear.
So and then we'll
Chippies?
we'll dole out some silver pieces.
me
Rob's
another
breaking out
lightsaber?
another drink. I've had about 2 glasses of whiskey, which is a nice thing. All right, I'll take 2 of these. You'll take 2 of these.
Thank
You'll
you.
take 2 of these.
Here's the
You'll take 2 of
The
these.
dingle hopper. Oh yeah.
All right, now.
Where'd it go?
All right, folks. So for those of you who are not watching us on YouTube, right? If you're following us along with us on like Spotify or Stitcher or any of those other apps, you should check us out on YouTube because this is a little more visual than
yeah.
most things. But don't worry, we're not going to leave you out.
Nope.
Bill is already planning a diatribe just to describe every movement I'm making right now.
So
Oh,
while
we have
Nick
3
does that, I
pieces.
have some questions for you
holding stuff.
relating
Sure
to books that I've been reading recently. So I've been reading a lot of the Star Wars books that all take place during the Skywalker years, and every book that I've read relating to Skywalker years keeps throwing in references to Alderaan.
Sure.
And I feel like it's now like a running joke between authors that it's like you got to throw in a good reference to, hey, like Billy tells me Alderaan is a great place to go vacation. We should go there next week.
And then
Yeah.
explodes, right?
And then
You
it
die?
explodes,
You
yeah, and then you die. So it's like, so in this last one in Lost Stars, a lot of the recruits got recruited before the Death Star, and then a lot of the recruits were from Alderaan, and one of the main characters was from Alderaan, and he was on the Death Star when they blew up Alderaan. And then because he was an Imperial officer, he had to just be like, "That's cool,
Neat.
whatever, thanks."
Well, Alderaan had it coming.
What is this one?
Yes, they did because they.
It's for you.
It's The little ones are gold on one side and silver on the other side.
What's this one
Sometimes
then?
it's the same piece. It just never got spray
Empire did
painted.
nothing wrong.
All right, so now everyone has money. Everyone has intergalactic credits. Avengers of Hockey asks, who is going to put their ship against someone else's? And I'm going to tell you, Tom, I'm not putting Red 5 up. It's just not happening. So maybe Xena. Maybe we bet Xena tonight.
Yeah,
Pagan?
we can bet my little baby hatchback.
That's right. All right, so we have our cards. We have our money.
Bet the unicycle.
Yeah, you haven't ridden your unicycle in a minute.
That's because I got COVID
That's true. She
and
did
then I
get
got
the vid,
cold.
You know how to ride a unicycle?
I got her one for her
Learning.
birthday.
You're learning.
Yes, Andy Bone, one of our
Yeah, he's in here right now, actually. Hey, Andy.
He helped Nick find one, and he's giving me tips and stuff online. And I found a subreddit that gave me some
Of course.
tips.
Of course,
and-
because there's a subreddit for everything.
and
There
then
is.
and then honest to God, I think like unicycle.com or something like that is helpful too. It's bizarre. But
Well, yoyo.com I feel like was really helpful for me when I was yo-yoing and stuff. And there's some interesting,
Juggling Reddit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, the yo-yo subreddit for sure. Anyway, let's play some Sabacc, not Pazak, but some
let's attempt to do
Sabacc,
it.
folks.
All right.
So here's what we got to do, right? So Cameron was a dealer, right? So it's to the left of the dealer.
So
goes
where
first,
did
right?
you
Should we
start
like
from
buy
here?
in right now or something? With,
I would
Yeah,
imagine so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
so-
got to buy in with, let's say, one of these little silver chips. That's the
Ooh.
buy-in.
Put one of these little ones in there. Boom. All right. Everybody has a little
Yeah.
chip
Yeah.
in
See,
there.
I don't
Yeah.
gamble very often, so I
What
didn't think
color?
about that.
This one?
One of the
Okay.
little silver
All the
chips.
little
That's
ones
the
right
buy-in,
there.
right? There we go. So
Here, you're in charge of the day.
All right. So now, I guess I'll go first. So, I will take a card.
Ooh.
Yes.
we need a discard pile, don't we? But if
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
discard pile, what do we take
So,
from?
We'll put that down as a discard pile. The discard right now, Bill, is a 2. I know it's hard for you to see. The discard pile.
Bill
a
is
2
Bill is
right now.
just making sure that our audience understands where he's at in this current game situation.
All right. So I just took a
Let's
card.
move.
I just did what they call.
I would show the audience, but I don't know what I'd be showing you. So.
I just
do
did
shinies.
gain.
All right. So is it my turn now?
It is your turn, Nick.
So I think I'm going to swap. What's it called to swap?
Wait, you had a turn? What happened?
I did. I took a card. I
gained.
gained. I took 1 card, so I have 3. Nick is going to swap, so he's going to take the top card from the discard pile
And then what
and put his down, one of his cards down, face up on the discard pile.
Lobster claw.
Lobster claw. Which one is that one?
Lobster
plus
claw
9, I
is
think.
plus
Woof.
9.
That's a
Yes.
woof. That's a woof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's Bill's turn.
Yeah, I'll take the top if you don't mind passing that.
Bill
Pass
is
it on
also
down.
gaining. There you go.
And now it's
Neat.
Pagan's turn.
Now it's Pagan's turn.
Whoa, you don't have to discard it all?
No,
No,
because he
he
just
gained.
gained.
Oh, this is weird space poker.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Come on, Pagan.
Okay.
So you can either gain, which means you take from
You
here.
take from the
You
take an
can
unknown
swap,
card.
which means you take one of your cards and swap it for
Yes.
that one. Or you,
Or
can do nothing.
you can stand, do nothing, or you can junk and say, I got no shot of winning, and just throw everything in and say I'm out.
I kind of want to do that.
You wanna
I'm
junk?
kidding. No, I'm going to gain.
gain.
Okay. So Pagan gains, so she took 1.
It's
Uh-oh,
fine.
here we
it's
go.
fine.
All right, now the
So
Everything's
now that
dealer-
we've made it all around, we probably have to do another
Well,
betting
the-
round, right?
Yeah, let's bet one more round. So I guess since I'm the one closest, I will go to the dealer. Since I'm the first one to the left, I'll bet first. I'll bet another one of
Raise.
these little ones here. So I'm gonna
An
put
Andy's mint.
an Andy's mint in there. So
I'm gonna call.
I'll call.
Yeah.
call.
I guess we should go in order, but whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah,
If we're all
yeah.
gonna call, it's fine. It's our first round. Thank you for not raising the stakes right
I
away.
know, right?
Let's
Going-
get comfortable first, right?
I don't know,
raising it to 2 of the
Somebody
big
kick
ones
put
here.
a
Yes.
golden one in here.
It's bronze.
Yeah.
Ish.
Okay, so now
Okay.
Cameron, as the dealer, has to roll the dice to see if
Okay.
she gets doubles
Let's see if
or
we're
not
done
doubles.
with this hand.
So I don't understand how this
Look
works,
at
but
Well, this is the first round. Yep. So go ahead and roll some doubles. She rolls
what do we got?
this shape, whatever this thing is, a like triangle type thing.
We should
and
probably know
a
what that means,
circle
right?
Type
So it's
thing
like
here.
almost poker blackjack, but you never know if it's over until those dice are rolled. Like
Is
you
that-
might have
right,
another chance.
but there's
to
3 rounds. Yes.
So what does the
Okay,
dice
yeah.
signify? How does
So if it was doubles, we would have to throw in all our cards
And we'd be done.
we get all
Figure
new
out who the
cards
winner is.
Oh.
all the way until
okay.
3 rounds.
Oh, so
there's-
that would literally shuffle up.
it would shuffle up and deal. It
Wow,
would
all right.
reshuffle
So the
everything.
pot
So, like,
stays.
The
If-
pot
if
would
you
stay,
choose
right?
That's kinda cool.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, when it doesn't match, we
So
just keep playing.
so now it's just round number
Yep,
2.
now it's round
So
number
that's
2.
literally
Interesting.
just a...
So we could put in all this money and bet, and then all of a sudden our hands are
So
gone.
once we get to 3 rounds, then we figure out who the winner is.
Correct.
So it's still you could have up to 5 cards, and then it's
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. So let's get into round two.
All right.
Rob.
So round 2, I am going to stand. I am not going to do anything.
Give me your fake money.
I am
Okay.
happy with my cards.
Well,
and
I
my
am
fake
going
money.
to gain.
Okay.
Get
So
them gains,
Nick
son.
is taking 1.
What's
He is
on
not
the
discarding.
top of the discard right now?
It is a 9.
A
plus
lobster,
9.
a +9, a
Lobster
green
claw.
lobster claw,
Take the green lobster.
which is
You're
the
gonna take that
official
green
number.
lobster
green
claw,
lobster.
right?
Ooh, take it. Take
And
it,
you got to
take it.
I
discard
do
one.
have to discard.
Yes,
Yes.
when you take one from that pile, you have to. That's a
Oh.
swap.
So can you
Swap.
discard without picking one up?
So that
No.
is
Okay, so that's
9.
good to know.
No, you can just gain or
You're counting
swap.
out loud, Bill.
That's it. Luckily, we're playing
I
for
know.
fake. We're playing a fake Star Wars poker game for fake money.
So
I
what
think
does
it's
the
all
winner
covered.
win
Well
tonight?
then,
The winner gets a ride home with Pagan.
I mean, that's.
You-
What if you win,
If
Rob?
I win.
Here,
Pagan's just
souvenir.
going to drive around the block.
All right, so
Now it's your turn.
What
You
is-
can take one from the unknown
That's
deck.
plus
That's
6.
gain.
6.
Oh
Okay.
yes, that's a 6er.
Okay.
We got a 6er here. Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
Was that Tommy Boy?
Tommy boy,
That's
but it was a
right.
9er.
It's a 9er.
That's a 9er.
Got a 6-pack.
Okay, so
What's
Pagan
the-
gained.
Something on the
I did.
jukebox.
Oh no,
Oh, what is it?
Fine.
that's gonna annoy me.
Automatic for the
Man.
people? No.
What are you referencing?
Ever so positive, Cameron.
when
Thank
he's
you.
talking to Dwight, when Will Ferrell is
What are you
trying to be
talking
buddy
about?
buddy with Dwight. Got a 6-pack. I got something for the people on the jukebox.
Oh man, that's gonna
It's
annoy
killing
me
me.
so much.
This
You're
isn't
killing
an
me, Small.
office.
We're normally
podcast.
encyclopedic about the office.
Yes.
Bill's
Really
gonna
hope
have to
Bear's at
figure
home,
that
like
out.
screaming it.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Now
All right,
that's
so
the end of
Pagan-
round 2. Pagan gained.
Gained. Okay.
All right, so Cameron, go ahead and roll the dice out there in the middle, please.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
That's a
they're
double.
matching.
It's
That's
a
a
double.
double.
They're matching.
Yay!
Oh no.
So wait,
Do
do we just take
So
two
we just all
two
get
cards?
2 new
So
cards.
Two
no,
cards?
hold on. So when they match, after each player is taking their the Sabacc dice, if the dealer rolls doubles, all player cards are placed in the discard pile. So we have to place all our cards in the discard pile. After round 2,
Oh, Pagan's.
No, you got them. All
I had a -1, by the way.
right. Wow, you were
I
close. I was
so
nowhere close.
I had
14.
7.
Wow. Yeah, I had something like 9 or
I
11.
had a 0 card too.
All right.
Wow.
I just
had
had
the
to get
others.
rid of that
So
7.
now do
Okay,
we
so
do a
now
redeal
Cameron
now?
gives us 2 cards again, so 1 for each person all the way around. And now this is the 3rd and final round. So now with the 3rd and final round, now we're really struggling. Now I actually have to add stuff in my head
Yeah, I
here.
really kind of
Oh, I
forget.
thought it meant we would like do another 3. But
No, no,
No, it's
yeah.
that's
You
like
gotta
now
win
we
with
only
the
have one
whole
more
new-
have
round to
one
find
round
where
now,
we
yeah.
need to be. That's kind of tricky.
Yes, it is. So I am
Throws a
going
wrench in.
to. Oh, and then is that the discard card there? That red one, that red queen. So it's a -10 is
Yeah.
in the discard pile. So I'm gonna gain, and take 1 from that pile there. Yeah.
No, the other pile.
Can I
The other
see
pile.
the cheat sheet?
No, the other one.
Different
the other
pile.
pile. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I see the small one? It's hard for me to make out.
There's a small one. Okay. All right, Nick, your turn.
I'm gonna gain as well.
Nick is gaining as well.
I don't remember what
In
this
well?
is. In well?
In
If
well.
this game is in a well,
I don't want
I don't want to play it.
Bill,
Okay, okay,
Bill's trying to look at what cards
What's
he
on
has
the top
now.
of the discard?
it is a
It's a
negative
not
n-
10.
10.
-10. It's a negative queen.
So what is this?
What is this?
Oh, here we
Is
go.
that the
Not the-
7 or the 8?
I think it's the 8 or a 10
Which one?
So
Well,
if it-
don't say it
or a
out
9.
loud.
Which one? This one?
This one, yeah. Where's this sucker?
Can I see
Oh,
it?
it's a
I'm not gonna.
9.
No.
No, it's a 10.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's a 10.
The lobster claw is the 10, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is a 9. Yeah.
The queen is the 9. Or the
what was
lobster
that again?
claw.
the queen is the 9?
That was a 10. Give me that.
This is the queen.
Give me that. No, that's a 9.
The
That's
queen
a
is the 9, folks.
Oh,
The
we
lobster
had it
claw
wrong
is
the
10.
whole time.
Now we know.
The queen is the 9, the lobster claw is
We
the
learned
10.
something today.
Even with my glasses on, I still couldn't.
Yep, lobster claw's a 10, queen's 9, the rebel symbol's an 8, and the little joopy joops a 7.
Joopy
All
joop.
right.
Okay, so Bill win, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
it's
Pagan's
Pagan's
gonna
turn.
Pagan's
gain.
turn. Pagan is gaining. She took a 3rd card. All right. So now we would rebet. I am going to check if we're gonna do
Wait, where's that little?
if we're
where's the
gonna
little
do
booklet?
blackjack terms or poker terms. I am checking. So Nick, it's up to you if you want to check
I'm
or
gonna
bet.
check. I'm gonna check on this one.
Bill,
One Kit Kat bar,
Bill's
Bill's raising
raising
a
one
Kit
Kit
Kat
Kat
bar.
bar.
which
The
I'm
Kit
assuming
Kat bar is the biggest one.
Seems
Yeah.
probably bigger, right?
Yeah, so this is like 3 times.
least.
Yeah, the little
Pagan,
one.
do you call your Kit Kat
Do
bar?
you want to put? I raised a Kit Kat.
He raised the Kit Kat
Hold
bar.
on.
One of these. He raised to one of these. That's a lot of money. This is like
I'm out.
this
Pagan's
is like
folded.
2 X-wing fighters
broke
right
Pagan.
here. Yes.
I broke
Pagan folded.
Pagan folded, which is called what? You junked. Pagan
I
She
junked.
You
I'm
jumped.
junking as well with.
I'm
my
staying
junk.
in.
Oh,
You know what?
Nick
I
is,
call your Kit Kat
Nick
bar.
is calling the Kit Kat bar. He's not giving it to Bill. So now that's it. Now Cameron rolls a dice one last time,
Really?
Really?
and
Oh,
if it
boy.
and if it's doubles,
We switch again. Oh my
nobody
God.
wins, and we just that pot stays, and we start a whole new hand.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it is not doubles.
Okay.
Okay, so now we flip it up.
So Nick would go. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're not rebetting. So go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. Throw.
I don't know how much that is.
I have a positive 1.
That's probably closer to 0 than mine, if we're being
I
honest.
believe it is. I think you're -8.
Yes. So you have negative
That's not even close.
-9.
Give
So
me the
Bill
Kit
takes the
Kat.
pot.
Bill
Take
takes the
all the
pot.
Kit
Bill
Kats.
wins round 1. Bill
All
wins
right.
the first game of
All right.
Sabacc.
Booyah.
All right, let's shuffle up.
Shuffle
Dealer.
up and deal. All
That's
right.
right.
So while we shuffle up, I have other questions for you about books and stuff like
Here
this.
we go.
So so we talked about Alderaan and how every book that I've read so far has had something about Alderaan in it during
Sure,
that time.
sure.
I also, so in this one, what I found very interesting was the regular people.
Double the ante.
Oh,
Oh my
round 2, we're
goodness.
doubling the ante. The regular people actually believed that the Empire was going to do them good. Was going to do well for them. Was like they're taking over.
He had a
and they're-
good PR team.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you know,
like,
For real.
I'm going to just put this down because that's going to equal.
So
two
that's a
little
double
ones.
right
That's
there.
a
The
double.
Kit,
Oh,
the,
that makes
the mini
sense.
Kit
Yeah,
Kat
mini
bar
Kit
is
Kat.
is the double Little Mr. Good bar. So
So
that works.
So in it, like all the regular people were very excited when the Empire took over their planet and stuff like that, and
like blowing us up is on the table.
I did not read the fine print.
yeah.
For that.
He
So-
was in that Happle agreement.
The terms and
the
conditions.
terms and conditions that I missed. So George Lucas originally
Thank you,
wrote
Cameron.
it where the Empire was like the Nazi Germany, right? Am I correct in
Yes.
assuming
Sure,
that
sure.
that was the
Sounds about
original
right to me.
plan, right?
Sure.
So they're talking about blowing up the Death Star and how could they or not blowing up Alderaan. They've just nuked a whole planet, and then the people in the Empire were very upset because then the rebels came back and blew up the Death Star and killed 2 million of their friends.
Sure, sure.
So it's like it just made me think of like how it replicates real history when we went and we nuked Hiroshima and whatever, and it was like, well, we felt that we needed to do that to end the war. The Empire felt that they needed to blow up Alderaan to prevent the war.
Did nothing wrong.
But
Empire
yeah,
did
so
nothing
the
wrong.
Empire did nothing wrong. So it's like,
Exactly.
so how many books do they reference where the Empire? Look, here comes Darth Vader. He's
There
like,
he
"Look,
is. Bum,
I did nothing wrong."
Listen, we're an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. We probably got another 10, 15 minutes left in it. You're there the entire
you
time.
got to do it.
That's it. You
keep
gotta
just
commit.
like that.
Here
It's
or
there.
like all the way up.
I mean, whatever you want.
I
It's
like
either there or
I
all
like-
the way up,
oh.
but not down.
the tweet today. Our Instagram
Oh,
post
boy.
today was about Mark
He's not
Hamill.
gonna make it.
No,
He's not
This
gonna
is
make
worse
it.
than a mask.
our Instagram post today was about Mark Hamill in
His little
in the scene when he was
outfit.
that was
Oh
that
yeah,
was yesterday.
shoving his face through.
Shoving his face
Oh yeah,
through,
that's right.
through
the
Darth Vader's
Vader's
helmet. They made a rubber face for him first, but they said it didn't look real enough. So then they built the set so that he could stick his head up and out.
I remember there's like a behind the scenes photo of him like laying
on the ground and
yeah.
in this whatever. So if you like just unzip it a little bit, you can be our Mark Hamill inside the Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah, Bill, you don't have to stay that way. It's all right, buddy.
Now he's stuck. He can't get
Oh
out of it.
no.
Oh god,
Oh wait,
It's like Dwight with the pumpkin.
Dude, this is actually Gretchen's. This is Mary's sister.
Is it really? That's great.
This is like one year her family all did Star Wars stuff, and she's like, I just got a sweatshirt.
That works. Listen, any effort is good effort in my book. So let's go. So,
All right.
So do we switch
yeah,
the first
so-
person now?
sure. So you can go first now.
All right. So I'm first now. We need a discard pile, right? So
There
that's
is
the discard
one.
pile. It's -4.
Yes.
Good note.
I'm gonna stand.
Stand. Ooh. Nick is standing in round 1 with his 2 cards, so he feels that he has something close
Feel pretty
to.
damn
I will
confident. I'm not
take
gonna
or
lie.
whatever.
Or
Throw
okay,
or
Gain.
steal.
Right, gain. That's the
gain.
Swole.
Bill gonna get swole here.
You're gaining. All right, Pagan, your turn.
I will also stand.
Whoa.
Okay, House to Salvio.
DeSalvio versus DeSalvio
That's
standing.
right.
I am also going to gain.
All right.
Yes, I have to gain because
So is there a discarded card right now?
There
Yes.
is.
That starts with
It's
it's
a
still the
-4.
four. -4 is a discarded card. Yes. All right. So now, end of round 1. Dr. DeSalvio, the first person to stand. You can go ahead and make your first bet. Are you Dr. DeSalvio also?
I am.
Kit
Look at that,
Kat
double
bar. We got
doctors.
double doctors in the house. Kit Kat bar.
Master.
I'm going to raise a Kit Kat bar.
I mean, yeah, all right.
I mean, at this point, might as well, right?
Bill already won.
Second round.
Yeah.
We got some money. I feel okay about it. Everyone's calling by the looks of it. Rob, you calling?
I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna. I'm just gonna
Do it.
Go
or
for it.
is he bluffing?
Yeah. No, I'm
You
not.
never know.
I'll tell you that
Space
right now.
bluff.
Space
Space
bluff.
bluff.
That's right.
All right, go ahead and
so
make your
go
first
ahead,
again.
Cam.
You're
No, Cam's
standing.
got to
Oh, you gotta roll those dice.
Figure out.
Roll those dice. No doubles.
Really, please don't.
No doubles. No, it is not a double. We are good to go. Dr. Nick.
I stand.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody. That's about 90% why I
Take
became
another
a doctor. Oh, you're gaining again.
I would, if
Just
my name was
random
Nick, that
chance.
would be my only goal to become a doctor,
Mother
which I could say.
trucker.
Uh-oh.
All right. Are you also
I
standing
will
a
also
gain?
stand.
All right. I am a gaining. All right.
Is it another betting round here?
It is another betting
I'm
round.
going to go ahead and give just a little Mr. Goodbar. Just a little Mr. Goodbar.
Is that the smallest one or
That's
the
the
middle
little
one?
baby one.
The little baby one?
I'm out.
You're out?
Bill is
Bill's
throwing out his
folding.
junk.
He's junking it.
I'm
He's junking it. Since it's a little baby one, I'm still in.
All right. Bill really was
Uh-oh.
not confident
Sorry
in that
about that,
round.
Bill.
Picking.
I threw it too far across the table there. All right,
Oh,
Cameron's got to throw down the dice to see
Watch.
if we
You
get
get
some
like
twos,
-25. You're like, I can't make up for that.
doubles, any
At this
doubles.
point,
There's
we're
no
pretty
positive
much
25 card.
It's not a match.
All right,
Not
man. So
A
Not
that
a
was,
match.
so is this the last round now? Then
Last round. Yep. Go ahead, Dr. Nick, standing
I'm holding
again.
firm.
Dr. Pagan also standing
Also
again.
Standing.
Well, I have to one more time just to see what happens. All right, now the third and final round. Dr. Nick, you're starting. Go ahead and you throw out the first challenge there.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat bar.
Kit Kat
give
it
me a
is.
That
break.
is a bigger pop than last
So
It sure
time.
is.
I was much closer before the third card. I am
Oh,
now
no.
junking these
Oh, you're
cards,
junking.
and I had one of
Oh, you had a
those.
zero.
I had a
Oh,
zero,
that's a
yep.
bummer.
I had a zero, but I couldn't.
You
All
would
right,
also
so
have
now
the deck.
double roll again. Let's see if we get
Yeah,
double
here we
dice.
go.
We got a. Nope, we do not have
All
doubles.
right, so now we got a show, right?
The moment
It
of
is
truth.
DeSalvio versus
It's the moment
DeSalvio.
of truth, bub.
On three. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
2.
+2 and a 0.
Oh,
Zero.
No, it was a negative -1.
Yeah,
but-
negative
Oh,
one.
negative one.
Negative
So what
one.
wins?
You have a +2. She has a -1.
So she's closer to
She's
zero,
closer.
right?
Yep.
Wow.
Closer wins. Yes.
Look at you.
Girl
Look
power.
at
All
that.
right, House
Look at
to
those Kit
Salvia.
Kats.
Look at
Listen,
all
either
those
way,
Kit
those
Kats.
Kit Kats are coming to House to Salvia.
Money.
That's it.
I'm
Like,
so
it-
rich.
At first, I thought it was going to be a little too, I don't know, made up rulesies, but it's actually a legit.
No, that's-
Yeah, no,
no,
it's,
it's
this is
actually
like
good.
this is like.
It's a very
No, I
legit
actually
game. Yeah.
enjoyed it. Because when you were reading it, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
But I
God.
mean, it's a card game with different cards. You
And
know?
it's not like there's a lot of winning hands. It's just there's a few ways of having a decent,
a better
That's
hand
really
than someone
all
else
it
with
is.
the
Look at
same.
them
Yeah.
all.
All right, so
Look
I
at
got to tell you, I'm feeling a little skimp here. I don't
Yeah,
have
you
a
and me
whole.
both. What happened to the cards? You gotta shuffle them up there.
Yeah, I think cash leader right now is definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Pagan is.
Yeah,
the
I
cash leader
really
right
upped
now.
the ante
50
there. My
or-
bad.
Kit
Yeah,
Kat
you
leader.
started out strong, and
I
then,
really thought 2 was a strong hand. Apparently,
no. Well,
I
when
think
there's
it is actually.
it is, and it's
Yeah.
it's funny when there's 32 zero hands. So
Yeah.
there's all these ways to get to zero.
This belong to something?
We're
Like
probably
that.
okay. Watch, we have no
But, I mean,
sound
that's
again.
32 out of a lot of possible
Yes.
hands.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. I mean, you think about a deck of cards. They say there's more possible,
Is that a seven?
combinations of that
Oh,
than like
you want to hear me
stars.
babble?
I
Don't even
do.
Get me
I do. Listen,
started on
when
a large
Bill
52 factorial.
when Bill gets started
It
on
was for me.
factorial anything, we can sit here for a good 2 hours and he can just keep talking. There are as many conversation topics as there are 52 factorial.
Maybe not.
Maybe
That's a huge
probably
number.
not. It's a really big number. All right, Cameron, what do you got for me? Oh man, here we go. No, I feel great.
All right, so Bill's going to go first this time. Bill gets
What's
to make the first
what's the top
decision.
card?
The top. Oh, we need a top card.
Don't
Top
you just
card
like run a
is
That's a -4.
-4.
I'll get swole.
Oh, you
Swole.
can get squall here.
I'm going to take one.
It's not my smack day.
It's not you smacked it. All right, Bubba.
Go ahead.
Oh, we all have to buy in. So let's.
Oh, that's
yes,
right, we
let's
gotta buy
all
in.
Put one in.
Let's put
start
a
with
little-
Kit Kat.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
have any
third
Kit Kats.
round. You
I'll
have
put in
three,
a
you have
Kit
a-
Kat and a Mr. Goodbar because that's all I
There you
got.
go. You got three there.
All right,
As long as we got
all right.
three, I don't have much left to bet with, but
Yep.
So I can't
That's
just
how it
pick
goes.
from the discard. I have to swap.
no,
Yeah.
you can. Well, you can't pick. Yes, if you take from the discard, you have to return.
So
to the
yeah,
discard.
if you're swapping, you take from the discard. If you're gaining, you take from
Yes.
the other pile. You take from this card if you're gaining. You take from that card if you're going to discard.
Can you
So
just
she's
straight
gained.
discard?
You can't.
you can't just straight discard.
You have to either
Stand.
gain, stand, or like swap.
Yes.
We're not-
All right. So I
Nope.
am.
I mean, we're for sure winning.
Go this way. I'm gonna gain.
Rob's gaining.
I am gaining.
He likes that. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to gain.
Gain.
Oh yeah,
Nick was happy with his gain,
And
or at
then we
least his
roll, right?
poker face said so.
yeah, totally.
Yep. All right.
ante
Now we
and then
bet
roll.
first. Bet first.
That's right. It's a bet round.
Bill starts the betting.
You know the Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, is that the big one or the little
The
one?
big one.
Oh, I don't have a big
That's
one.
3
left.
little ones.
Yes, that's what she said.
Hey.
There we go. There's
All right,
one
I'll
big
call.
and a little. Okay.
Wow, I'm almost out of this. I hope I win.
Luckily, this is, I think, are going to be our last hand.
Yeah, it's looking like it for me, for
All
certain.
right, Bill, you are first. Gain, stand.
What's
Oh,
the
we got to. Oh,
We gotta roll our die,
Roll
right?
the
Hold on.
die. Yep, roll
Oh,
the
I
die.
really hope we get some
might have a
doubles
better
here.
It is
Oh
doubles.
boy,
It is
everyone get
doubles.
rid. Here we go.
Doubles, everybody. Are we out?
I actually had a pretty good hand, if I'm being honest.
I did not.
Oh,
I
you're
was
giving me
sitting
the-
at 14.
14. Hey, what if you got a negative 14?
Yeah, you could get a negative 14 card.
You're right. The limit does
Wow.
not exist.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go. Yep, go ahead. Just throw them down there. There's too much stuff on the table to actually deal like a real dealer, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With all this stuff with the cameras and everything like that.
We'll make it
All right,
work.
We'll make it work.
We are rounding the bases here, and we're nearing the end of our BanthaMilk plays, our
Yep.
second BanthaMilk plays. It's been a delight to have Peg and Bill here, and as well as Cam, right? Our resident
Dealer and
dealer
chocolate,
and chocolatier.
chocolatier.
That's
yes.
right. So as we head into our final hand of Sabacc here, just be aware
So-
that we have some BanthaMilk plays coming up. We've got some BanthaMilk Reads coming out, right? So be
That's
ready
right.
for that.
Yep.
All right. So we all have our hands.
We all have.
This
our
is
hands.
this is the final hand, right?
We
have to bet?
Well, this is the second one, and then we
I thought
have
this
one
was
more
the third
round.
one.
No, we only had one round so far, didn't we? Or do we have two rounds?
This is yeah.
Oh, this might be the second
Third,
round.
third,
Okay, that's right, because we had our
Oh,
initial
oh,
betting
oh,
round
yeah.
and then our second betting round. This is our final round, isn't it?
If
No,
you
because
said,
we didn't draw cards.
Okay, go ahead. I
Yes.
believe you.
No, I think we draw 2 more times.
yes,
I believe you.
yes.
I really do.
I stay.
Okay.
All right, you standing.
Pagan's.
Wait, we need this. Oh, we have a discard. Okay.
Okay.
Pagan feels good about that.
Not gonna do that. I'm gonna stand for right now as well. So I'm gonna show the camera, which then shows Bill and Nick all at the same time.
I'm gonna
So-
stand as well. Bill's like, I'm checking out the live stream.
Yeah. So,
All right, so now we have so we've all stood.
yeah. So now we
so
bet.
now we have-
So now Bill leads the betting.
Oh boy, everyone's just gonna go all in
Yeah,
because
at
it's the
this
last.
point.
I mean, at this point, Y'all, there's a big old pot of gold right in the middle of here.
Luckily for me, I only
Galactic
have
Standard
4
credit.
little
I had
ones
one.
left. Oh,
I had
okay.
one little one left.
So if this was real, like we would have to separate this into like 4 different piles.
That's
Yeah.
right. At this point, I'd be betting red 5.
Yeah.
To stay in the game.
All right, roll
All
those
right,
dice.
Cam's rolling.
It's gonna be doubles again.
It will be doubles again. Re-roll that one. Okay. Yeah, the one landed on its side. Okay, there we go. They are not doubles.
No doubles.
They are
all
not
right.
doubles. Okay, Bill, you're starting first. Standing.
Okay. I'm thinking.
You guys hear the sound of my beard on the microphone?
I didn't realize you guys had matching Millennium Falcon tattoos.
We
do.
sure do.
Yeah, I know you had one the whole time, but I didn't realize that Pagan had one as
We
well.
actually got them days apart from each other.
Nice.
Same guy, Doc Doherty, and
Yeah.
where is he now? Tuckerton, New Jersey.
Very
Go check
good.
him out. He's amazing. Anyway, Peg and Marie, you got to make some moves.
Math is hard.
You're right.
I think I'm
Bill
gonna
says
get.
that was
I want to
fun.
get a an X-wing
I'm gonna
on this
stay.
cheek.
Do it
And
like a
then,
tier. Do it like
yeah.
a tier.
Yeah, and well, and then I was gonna have the other
That's right.
have
Like
have,
Killmonger from Black Panther.
have what's the Imperial TIE fighter on this side,
Ooh, that'd be nice.
and then like just a couple little like dots above my nose, so you just know that it's just like
they're shooting at
it.
each other.
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
going this way. green
red,
going
yeah,
that
red
way.
and
Yeah, I
green
like
going
it.
back and forth. That'd be pretty cool. What did you decide to do? You
She's standing.
standing.
All right.
Well,
Well-
I'm sitting, but I'm standing. My camera.
Since it's not since it's all for pretend.
He's like, let's just go for it.
I think I have a good hand, but
Maybe next time we should make this.
I
a
now
little more
have
real.
a better hand.
boy.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you're gonna go for that, I'm gonna go big too. Let's
That's
draw.
right. Go
All right,
big or
I'm
go
game.
home.
I'm gonna get. Oh my God, I'm screwed. All right, here, let's go. So
Right?
that's it. You got to roll, right?
Oh yeah.
we
Roll.
need
Let's
one
hope we
more
don't get
roll.
doubles.
Because we're all out of money.
Yeah.
We have no doubles.
All right, so we just
All
got
right,
to show
Bill's
at
first.
this point. What do you got, Bill?
A 1.
A 1.
Oh, he has a 1.
I have a 2.
All right,
Two.
Bill's got it. Right. So
So
what
that's
do
all
you
for
have?
like the zeros. He has a positive
This
1.
You
one.
have
Nine
the
and an
queen
eight.
and the imperial sign.
Yeah, but all of those are all for the 0 winning hands.
Yeah, that's how you figure out which.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I still think it's.
So you're saying positive beats negative?
I'm going to say positive beats
So that's
negative,
you?
Yeah. Right now
All
he's
right.
a positive.
So
one.
now it's all down to me, right?
Yeah, and Nick's pulling out his he's got
My
his
calculator.
0 card in his hand here.
That's right. Are you
Pulling
ready
his
for this?
Lando
Are you
trick
ready?
out here. We're ready.
Do it.
-7.
Oh,
Oh man.
So
I'm
the
peeking there.
positive one beats the negative
Bill
one.
just
Bill
cleared
gets
house.
all of the
Bill
fake,
just won my motorcycle.
Bill gets all the fake Star Wars credits.
Nick, that's -8.
Whatever.
-8.
All right.
Yeah.
And she
Math
was
is
saying
hard.
math is hard for
That's
her,
right.
but I had a 0 card, so that should mean something,
But
but
it
it doesn't.
I had a 0 card that I had to discard. That was a real bummer.
That
Yeah.
is a bummer. yeah.
Anyway, so that was BanthaMilk Plays.
That was
Sabacc.
Sabacc. Sabacc
like
is
it.
fun.
Not a bad-
Sabacc is
We
fun.
should honestly have like Sabacc nights. Like that would be pretty
Yeah.
rad to like.
You could add this to a game night rotation.
Absolutely,
Yes,
for sure.
100%.
Little palate cleanser.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you're into these like really intricate sort of like role playing games or like games that take a lot of rules. This is a little simple, a little more kind of standard.
Yeah.
So I dig it. Avengers Hockey says we need to get really fancy like the poker games on TV that show your hands in the corner of your screen.
Yeah, well, Nick
Right.
wanted to do that. We didn't have enough cameras set
So,
up. To,
so what Tom is saying is that he's going to go on Earz-up's Patreon and donate $300 with a note that says this is for Sabacc
Yes.
nights. For
so,
BanthaMilk, right?
Nick wants this type of a setup here. Or,
You got right
or,
here. Say hey.
Tom wants this type of a setup here with the holding my cards up for the dealer.
That's
That'd be
right.
pretty amazing. Yes, it would.
So this is. I mean, it's been an hour and 50-minute session.
It sure has. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully, it was as much fun for
Maybe.
the people at home.
You know what? It might be more than an hour, and then it restarted. Either way, it's been a great time. It's been great having Pagan on the show again and Bill
Yep,
on the
and
show
Bill,
again.
yeah.
Right?
you.
Bill's
And
been
it's-
on the show virtually. This is his first time in person on the show.
I'm the server master.
That's
He
right.
is.
Bill is our
Bill
server
hooked this up,
master.
set this up. Really cool
Yeah.
for
So
us.
our new OBS software. Pagan just dropped her camera, so she's dead now.
Pagan is dead to us.
But it's been a great time. It's been a great game night. Thank you to Pagan and Bill and to
Sure has.
Cameron for hanging.
And you can get the Sabacc set on our Amazon page. Just
Our
kidding,
Amazon
we don't have
page,
an
no.
Amazon page. In Disney World or Disneyland, It's $16.99 in Disney World or Disneyland for the whole Sabacc set. It comes with the little rules.
Use
And all that
code
good stuff.
Bantham.
Yes, use code BanthaMilk for 10%
And
off.
use code BanthaMilk and it will say invalid code. entry.
Invalid code.
It'll lock your device.
And then yell and scream at them a lot, and they'll still say, "Sorry, Charlie, I have no idea what you're talking about."
Either way, it's been a great time here.
It
BanthaMilk
has.
headquarters in sunny New Jersey.
That's right. You know who doesn't play Sabacc?
Tell me.
The Taco Supreme.
Yeah. What's that all about?
What's that all about? They
I
should
really
really
don't
play
know.
on there. Instead, they watch old movies instead. Boring.
Either way.
Either way.
It's been a great time. Thanks for joining us here at BanthaMilk headquarters. From all of us at BanthaMilk Podcast, please make sure you check out our social medias. Check out
Yes.
Bill's really great beard right there.
Look at that.
And make sure that you're tuning in because we're going to have a whole lot more Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Ahsoka, all the stuff coming at you live. We are here once again, and we have spoken.
We have spoken.